Greetings, let's play a new game. In this game I play black and the opponent played d4. So therefore we play Indian defense, and I play this scheme with a knight c6, e5, early e5, then the opponent played d5, bishop d3, and I play f5. And now the opponent decided to play f4, and it looks unusual. So I was thinking I want to take with the pawn f4 and then develop my knight. So just in case, so now if he takes my pawn f5, I will recapture with a bishop. And interesting, he played e5. I think it's also not so good because I have a move knight h5, and the bishop is not protected, so he needs to protect the bishop somehow. But he takes my pawn. I take his bishop, and he captures my knight, so I capture the pawn, and now I believe that this position is not good. And knight e2. After knight e2, I have the move queen e3, and actually he cannot castle after that. And plus he cannot castle because in any case I would be able to take pawn g2. So better move was king f1. Now I play queen e3, and I have a chance to take the bishop, or in bad case I have a chance to take the pawn, or maybe after that I can attack the king as well. So he decided to play queen d2. I take the bishop and check, and he needs to move somewhere with the king. If he moves to f1, it will be checkmate, so he will move to d1, and then it will be another fork with a rook, and this way, so he needs to move further to c2, and then I take the queen, and after that I take the rook. So now I have one extra rook, and my position is super good. I can castle in any direction. Maybe I don't need to castle at all, but I'm afraid of these knights. Better to exchange, to move the rocks together. So in this case I need to castle. So he plays c5, don't know why. I have no idea what he's doing. I castle, and then I plan to move the second rook to e8 and move the pawns on the king side. On the king side I have more pawns, so I can move them forward. So what he's gonna do, I don't know. Knight c1. Okay, I will move he wants to develop his rook on e1, I'm sure. So I'll do that instead of him. So he even cannot develop his rook. What next? Move his king away. Good. So now I move my pawns, and I plan to move all of them because I have two bishops, and two bishops will help me to move the pawn. So he plays rook f1, so I move the second pawn. So my idea to exchange them and to move one pawn to promote a queen. So he plays g3. No, it's not what I want. I want rook. So now I'll attack the rook with the bishop, and if the rook plays f2, I will attack it with another bishop. So the opponent surrendered. A very fast game, and the reason the opponent decided to play too aggressive just from the beginning. Let's review the position and okay, first moves just follow theory. And okay, so far nothing special. Anyway, the engine suggests that my opponent has plus 0.5. But after f4, it suggested that I will have an advantage, and I correctly captured the pawn f. So bishop takes the pawn, and the position becomes equal or plus minus 0. Then I played knight f6. So knight f6 was it? Yeah, it's one of the okay, one of the best variation. And what the opponent should do is, so it can ef or play knight g e2 or play knight f3. But definitely he shouldn't play e5, because in this case the position of white become a little bit less, and not little bit less, but by 1 pawn. So I played correctly knight h5, and now the position become plus minus 0.9 in my favor. Then he needs to play bishop g5, bishop g2, bishop e3, but he shouldn't have taken my pawn. So he needs to basically move here, or move here, or move here. In this case, yeah, the last one is not so good, but maybe this one is okay. This one is okay. I take d. He can play queen b3, and we continue fighting for the equal game. Of course, black has little advantage here. Not little, some advantage here, because an extra pawn, but it's not so critical. Now let's see what happens in the critical situation. So he takes the pawn, and now the estimation is minus 2.5. So I take the bishop, and he needs to take, he actually needs to take my, he can take the pawn, but it will be not so good. So he can take my knight, and after I take with the queen, the position of white is already almost minus 3, which is complete disaster. Now the best way would be king f1. King f1, but the white decided, okay, the position is equal, therefore we can. Actually, it was obvious that I can take g2, so I don't understand why he didn't want to move away from the center. It's a natural step. So he plays here, and I have, of course, advantage, but this advantage is not so crucial. I play bishop d7 or king, so I can play bishop d7, He develops. I take the bishop, and still my position is not bad. Now if yeah, I can play bishop or I can play castle. Position is of black is much better than before, but not that terrible. But there is no such terrible situation that appeared in the game. So he played knight e2, and this complete disaster. So bishop queen e3 is actually the best and not difficult to figure out, because if nothing happens, so I take a pawn or take a bishop. So the best is to play queen d2, and he played the best way. But what about if there is no even way? What happens if the bishop moves back? In that case, take, king moves, queen f3. Okay, king moves, and then attack, and there is no defense. There is no defense. So in this case, okay, when I come to queen e3, white has already lost the bishop. It's not defendable. Otherwise, it will be checkmate on white position. Therefore, he correctly played queen d2, so he lost the bishop just because he refused to take a pawn, or he refused to lose a pawn on e5. He already lost the bishop, and then he moves, and then he also lost a rook. So now take, captured, take. That's it. The game is over. Okay, I hope you like this mini game, and the point is white decided to attack too fast. White needs to develop in this position, or white need to develop a little bit and then can attack. But what happens right now? So let's go back to the position when white started the attack. So the white used the fact that black is squeezed, this black position is squeezed, and queen is covered by the knight, and therefore white decided, okay, why not, we can attack. But in fact, just after one move, situation changed upside down, and from the advantage, black or white get disadvantage. White needs to protect. And notice that white knight is not developed. So the pawns, all these 3 pawns, e5, d5, and c4, are on the black side. So black is black pieces are closer, and therefore black has advantage here. So it's not so smart to